So let's do a few examples of seventh chords. I'm going to look at the assignments from your homework, and I'll start with this one. You can see this is G sharp, B, D, F sharp. I'm going to just write it down here. G sharp, B, D, F sharp. Okay, so first we want to look at the quality of the triad. So G sharp, B, D. Now, this is a slightly tricky one because we want to think of the key signature of the bottom note, but we don't have a key signature for G major. So I would suggest just thinking of this as a G major triad at first. GBD. We know that GBD is a major triad and a perfect fifth. So we have this G, B, D. This is a major third and a perfect fifth. And then if we put the sharp on it, that major third is a half step smaller. It's a minor third, and that perfect fifth becomes a diminished fifth. We can go back to our triad chart. Minor third and a diminished fifth, and this is a diminished triad. That is a G sharp diminished triad. Now let's look at the seventh right here. What is the quality of this seventh? So we have G sharp to F sharp. Again, we have the issue we don't have a key signature of G sharp. So let's take G sharp to F sharp. And you see how both of these have sharps on them? If we just take the sharp off both of them, it's still the same distance. So we can figure out G to F will be the same distance as G sharp to F sharp. So now if we look at the key signature of G, that has an F sharp. So G to F sharp would be a major seventh. G to F natural would be a minor seventh. Since G to F is a minor seventh, then G sharp to F sharp is also a minor seventh. So here we have a diminished triad, a minor seventh, and that is a half diminished seventh chord. Specifically, this is a G sharp half diminished seventh. I'm going to do the next one. Oh, this stupid clef. Okay, so F, A flat, C flat, E flat. Okay, I'm going to do it in treble clef just so you all don't have to read that abomination. F, A flat, C flat, E flat. Okay, so let's look at this one. We got here, what kind of triad is this? Let's think about F major has a B flat in it. So F, A, C would be a major triad. So now we have, with a flat, we have a minor third and a diminished fifth. So this is a diminished triad. Here, we know that F has a B flat in it, so F to E would be a major 7. Here, F to E flat is a minor 7. So once again, just like the previous chord, we have a diminished triad with a minor 7th. And this is a half diminished 7th chord. Specifically, it is the F half diminished 7. Let me do one more that's not the same quality. We can do number 3, C sharp, E sharp, G sharp, B sharp. Okay. That was in the bass clef. C sharp, E sharp, G sharp, B sharp. So let's think about this. Remember how the key signature of C sharps is 7 sharps? Everything is sharp. If we know that, then we know that C sharp, E sharp, G sharp is a major triad, and C sharp to B sharp is a major 7. Since this is a major triad and a major 7, this is a major 7 chord, and we can call this C major 7. That is a followed by a J. C major 7. Or if you're a jazz person, C triangle 7. Quickly, I want to look at part B, which has us construct some of these. So let's try this horrendous clef right here. This is not even alto clef, this is tenor clef. You see how it's shifted up a notch? So if this is C, the way this clef works is the middle point is C. You come down here, this is an F. I'm going to do it in treble clef with an F, and it's asking for a major minor 7. I'm not a fan of this nomenclature, but it is very direct. If you say a major minor 7, you mean a major triad and a minor 7. We're just going to call this 7. That's the standard thing to call this. So the book wants us to call it F major minor 7. I'm going to be like the rest of the world and call it F7. Step number 1. We get the 3rd, 5th, and 7th. And then if we look over here, we know we're going for a 7th chord, F7. We need a major triad and a minor 7th. Remember, the key signature of F is B flat, so we don't have to apply any flats to this. It's just as it is. So that means FAC is a major triad, and it means that F to E is a major 7. But for this kind of chord, do you remember that we need a minor 7th? So to change this major 7th into a minor 7th, we lower the top note, and F7 is F, A, C, E flat. I'm going to do one more. Let's do, I'm going to do a diminished one. So here's diminished 7 on D. So treble clef, we got a D, and it's asking for a diminished 7. First step, we have the root, 3rd, 5th, 7th. Second step, think of the key signature of D, which is F sharp and C sharp. Okay, so if this were D, F sharp, C sharp, that would be a major triad. For a fully diminished 7th chord, we need a diminished triad and a diminished 7th. And you may remember that a diminished triad is a minor 3rd and a diminished 5th. So again, if we had D, F sharp, A, it would be major. D, F natural, A would be minor. And D, F, A flat would be diminished. So we need D, F, A flat. Now, for a diminished 7th chord, we also need a diminished 7th. So let's think about here, D to C sharp within the key signature is a major 7. If I take that sharp off and make it a C natural, this becomes a minor 7. And now to make it diminished, we have to go yet another half step and lower that C natural to C flat, making it a diminished 7. Okay, so D, F, A flat, C flat would be a D diminished 7th chord. And that's all for now.